Nowhere in Europe does dramatic quite like the Dolomites. Jagged peaks that look almost too perfect to be real. Lakes so blue they barely seem natural. Trails that wind through valleys most people only see on screensavers. And hidden chalets that make you want to cancel your flights home. If you're heading here for the first time, we've put together 9 places you absolutely cannot skip. Plus a tip for unlocking some of the most jaw-dropping stays of your entire trip. Let's get into it.
Wow, as first impressions go, this is magical,
Yeah,
literally.
this lake is so picturesque.
It really is.
The mountains, they've obviously got the super aesthetic
Boat.
I'd say dock, but yeah, the boat.
And the boats like all tied together is so beautiful.
You can get in these boats.
You can.
It's €50 for the boat.
Yeah, for 45 minutes.
And the queue is already crazy.
You can actually hire privately to go on the boat yourself, like a photographer, and do the whole private boat thing earlier, so that's what they would have paid. I think it's €500 to do that. So
we'll put the price down here once we double check.
We'll double check, a bit more expensive, but it is so beautiful. Every time I see the mountains, I'm just like, how is that even real? It's so beautiful here. Italy makes you feel, especially Dolomites, so small. You're just tiny little
tiny.
speck. The #1 place to not trip. It's actually like, I'm not afraid of heights, but this is not for the people that are afraid of heights.
No.
It actually like...
Yeah, makes the bottom of my feet tingle.
Yeah, my heart is like pumping. It's so... wow. How can you not fall in love with this lake? I can't stop looking at it. It's so blue. Matt just said it reminds him of Plitvice Lake in Croatia, and I don't think you can even understand how blue this is. We are on our way to Cime de Lavaredo. We need to get the logistics out the way first. So this isn't the most simple places to get to. We had to go via a toll road, which you do have to prepay for, so please bear that in mind. You have to do everything on the Oronzo website. So from the 1st of June, it will be open until the 30th of June, and so on, always 30 days in advance. It's €40 for you to access the toll road and for the parking as well, and you can also book a time slot. So we booked 8 AM and we can arrive anytime from 8 AM and stay until 7:59 PM. So you can stay for the full day from the time that you book. So if you book 5 AM, you can stay until 4:59 PM. So it's pretty much an all-day thing. We're about to get to the car park now, and we're super excited for this. This is going to be epic.
I mean, look at this.
As you can do a couple of different hikes here, we're starting with potentially the easiest. I stay out of breath as I've just come uphill, but we are going to the viewpoint at Cadini di Misurina. It's about 45 minutes there, 45 minutes back, and there's an epic viewpoint, probably one of the most iconic ones in the whole of the Dolomites. So I'm very excited to see it and see if it's living up to its reputation. They love a cliff edge walk here in the Dolomites, but when the views, I can't stop. It makes me speechless. I can't. I genuinely feel like I'm in like a desktop background at all times in the Dolomites. Like it's hard to believe you're actually here. Makes me actually want to cry a little bit because I get so emotional at just appreciating where we are and like the good views. How is this real? We have made it to the famous viewpoint and there is a little bit of a queue. It's not too bad. We've been here, what, 20 minutes?
Yeah, probably.
Something like that. I think we'll maybe have another 20 minutes, but it's kind of standard because the view looks absolutely unreal and we're so excited to get up there.
This view is insane.
As you can see, the viewpoint was so worth it. We waited maybe about 35 minutes. It wasn't too bad.
Maybe a little bit more, but yeah, I think I'd say under an hour.
But everyone in the queue is so lovely and we got chatting to lots of different people, which was really cool.
It's also a great opportunity to take a little bit of a breather after the walk up.
For sure. We did some sun cream and then we just admired the views because it really is outstanding.
It's incredible. We tried to be as efficient as possible.
Yeah.
We flew the drone, got some pictures, got some videos. In and out.
In
That's
and
what
out.
it's all about.
They said that we were the fastest out of a lot of people, so I'm quite happy with that.
But now we're going to go and explore the rest of this area because, like Danielle said earlier, we've kind of like hired the parking and the toll for the day.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of trails that you can do here. One's like 4 or 5 hours, so we're just going to kind of see what we get done.
So you can do this viewpoint and the 45-minute walk here, 45-minute walk back, and you can go to the Cime di Lavaredo.
We are on the walking trail. We stopped at the first refugio to top up our waters.
You can get free water there, guys.
No
and
free
nothing
water.
is free because
No.
the toilets are, what, 70 cents or a euro?
70 cents. You can give it a 50 and a 20 cent, but if you've only got a euro, it won't give you change. So, yeah.
It's a euro for a toilet.
And the first refugio is literally right near the car park.
Yeah, super close.
Yeah, really
so
close.
So it's a great place to, you can start it there, or, well, I mean, as in like you can start and eat and drink there, or you can finish and eat and drink there after your hike.
It's a be a pretty epic bar crawl.
Yeah.
A little bit longer at the first point today, just walking around admiring those views because that was just so incredible. And I think Danielle and I are both ready for a swim. It's getting later in the day now. Need some of that lake water on this skin. Don't you agree?
I agree. And look at you and look at the view.
Pretty hecking good, isn't it?
I love it here. It's so picturesque.
It's really cool. We're just gonna walk probably to like here. It's where we saw some people like laughing and swimming.
Laughing and swimming. The two best things. And where did we stay while exploring the Dolomites? In some genuinely stunning chalets and mountain lodges, because the Dolomites absolutely delivers on the accommodation front, if you know where to look. We booked through Luxury Escapes, and if you haven't used them before, you're missing out. They have some of the best prices online for unique, high-end stays, with exclusive deals that you won't find anywhere else. And it's not just Italy, they cover almost 70 countries worldwide, so wherever you're headed next, they've got you. Honestly, just open the app and start scrolling. Every time you think you found the best one, the next one tops it.
So one of the reasons that it gave as a reason to do this trail anti-clockwise was that if you do it clockwise, the views are always behind you.
Yeah.
So we've done the initial hard bit through the forest with no views.
Which was worth it. Like you may be sweating a little, but it's just because it's very uphill.
It's hot and it's uphill, yeah.
It's hot as well.
But now we're at the top and we're just facing that all the way round.
So beautiful. I bet that plane's got some good views. Maybe similar to our
Someone's
views.
parachuting.
Are they actually?
Yeah, there's parachutes.
Oh my god.
I can see 2 parachutes just over these mountains here.
Wow.
This place is so nice and it's so different to the other walks that we've done so far in Dolomites.
Yeah, it really is actually.
I think we've made it to one of the refugios. So these are like little bars and restaurants that are along the hikes.
It's so cute. There's so many cute little chairs you can sit in.
Oh yeah.
And just admire the view. And here as well. I will say, having the All Trails app is probably a must for this area, just because there are multiple signs and directions that you can go in, but a lot of the signs say the same number but go in different directions. And this trail in particular has had 1 or 2 sort of slight off the normal beaten track trail. So if we didn't have the app and it was tracking where the route was, we probably would have missed it.
So we decided to stop for a beer. It's not all mine, we did split this one. And we're going to get some pancakes because the people who were sat here before had them and they looked amazing. So a little cheeky lunch, I guess.
Higher altitude, so it's a little, well, quite a bit colder, but not like I'm feel fine in a t-shirt, but
especially once we get walking, it's absolutely fine. But yeah, a little bit colder, bit windy.
Yeah.
And
the wind is cold.
They really pack people into that final cable car.
It is. I'm not afraid of heights, but that sort of thing scares me.
It goes so close to the mountain and so steep.
We'll try and capture it.
We're right in the middle, so we couldn't really capture any of it. But
we can see if we can try and capture something on the way down. But
yeah, now we know where to position ourselves to get a good viewing point.
We're literally on the same level as some of the mountains with snow.
Yeah. This trail that we thought that we'd just started, we're actually maybe a quarter, even a third of the way through, because it's a loop track that starts where you get dropped off from the cable car and leads around to the viewpoint and then all the way up through these mountains and back round to where you get the cable car again.
We've said it time and time again, but I think this is one of the most beautiful views. Just the fact that you have all the huts in the valley, beautiful flowers, you can see the town in the valley below, and the snow-crusted mountains. Everything about it is just so beautiful. Cable car this time, and this is, I would say this is the day that's like less hikey.
Yeah, like we
nice
did that
walks.
walk obviously, and it's hilly, but nothing compared to the walk you'd have to do to get up there without the cable car.
Ooh, that would be pretty intense.
At the top there's more incredible views.
So beautiful.
We're going to do a loop track here.
It's about an hour, I think.
Don't think it's going to be too difficult, and it might take us a bit longer because photos, plus maybe we'll stop at Refugio. We'll see.
A good thing to know is that Alpe di Siusi is the highest alpine meadow in Europe, I think it is.
Nice.
Which is
That's cool.
Incredible. And good news is, even though we're not as high up as we were before, it's actually not too cold.
Yeah,
It's
definitely
actually quite
warmer.
a nice temperature.
The views here at Alpe di Siusi are pretty similar to where we just were.
Yeah, at the top of Seceda.
Yeah. The main difference with this being a meadow is that you get those wildflowers that accompany it. Which,
It literally feels like you're in the Sound of Music.
yeah,
Like it's very much like beautiful meadows and flowers, and
it's
yeah.
really cool.
there are a
Yeah.
couple of spots that you can visit along the way. Like we're coming up to one now, which is like a bench panoramic viewpoint where you just get beautiful view of everywhere.
But to be fair, we've had the
everywhere
same
is
view
so
the whole way.
beautiful.
Yeah, we've had the same incredible view the whole way around.
Yeah, you don't need the viewpoints, to be honest. Obviously we had to stop by this Refugio for a drink because the views, the vibe, you really can't go wrong with that. We are about halfway around the loop and we're going to spend the rest of the time heading back round and then getting the cable car all the way back down to Odyssey. This has been such a beautiful day and such an incredible amount of views. Like all the views here have been non-stop insane.
So, comes to this beautiful lake, but you can't swim here. It's all kind of sectioned off. Super beautiful though, super blue. It is a bit cloudy today, so the sun isn't beaming right on it, but it's still this amazing shade of blue. And there's a walk that you can do all around the lake, so that's gonna fill up an hour or so of our day, which is pretty good.
Even though it's a cloudy day, every now and then when the sun hits the lake, it's so blue and clear.
We've just about finished a lap around the lake now. It's super flat, no sort of inclines, declines, really easy to do. And it's also about time that we can check into our accommodation now, and the clouds have really set in on the mountains. It does look pretty cool. That covers everything you cannot miss if it's your first trip to the Dolomites. We hope you love this part of Italy just as much as we did. Thank you so much for watching, and join us next week for more adventures. See you soon.